My name is Danny Bay, and this is my wife, Yoonjung Bay. Because of ACN, coming from a regular corporate America job background to being financially independent and being able to enjoy life and travel the world, it's just been absolutely amazing. Back in 1997 is when my family packed our bags and moved to America from South Korea. And at the time, we were looking for a good opportunity, and I'm sure everybody knows that, people call America as land of opportunity. So we came out here thinking that we could find a better job or better education or better business opportunity. Just a few years back, when I was just a college student working at Starbucks, making a few bucks an hour, a good friend of mine introduced me to ACN, and because of ACN, we've been able to just have a lot of success.
Regional Vice President, Mr. Danny Bay. This is ultimately his dream come true.
When I first went to a first presentation, I actually didn't understand everything they talked about, but the numbers made sense enough for me to just get started. And from there, just by having good mentors and such a great system provided by ACN, we've been able to plug in and have a lot of success in ACN. Well, that was my last job at the New York Hotel, at the Starbucks, which is actually right there where the walkway connects to MGM, making $8.50 an hour. That's just a few years back. And every time I drive by, it just reminds me of that lifestyle of paycheck to paycheck. So sometimes I don't even want to drive on the street. ACN lifestyle has been absolutely amazing. Coming to America alone was a great opportunity, but now being in ACN and actually being able to go out there and do whatever we want, however we want, absolutely amazing. Being able to drive our dream cars, our multiple Mercedes, and my wife's having a baby in the next few weeks. So because of that, just a couple weeks ago, we went out there and got the baby car already, a Range Rover, which was a dream car for her.
I'm really proud of him because, wow, I see such a transformation. And just, he's always been a believer and a visionary since the beginning, and seeing all the goals being achieved, it's just so mind-blowing, and we really feel blessed.
Well, I started playing violin when I was little, 9 years old, and my dad was a musician, my brother's a musician, so I really had a passion for music as well, and that was my major. I went to the academy here throughout the high school to major in violin, and I thought that was the path I was going to go, and I really love playing even still today, but the problem was every musician I knew, they were broke, and they weren't making enough money. And what I realized is that it don't matter how much you love what you're doing, and even if you're passionate about it, if you're doing it to pay the bills, and anytime bills are catching up to you, it becomes stressful. And I told myself, I don't want my violin playing to ever be a stress for me. I want it to be a hobby and a blessing for me. So now I play, at church, and I play at different family gatherings. And one of my goals in life is when after I become senior vice president and participate in all international expansion in ACN in the future, I want to get a job at a restaurant for $5 an hour playing violin for a couple hours a day. So afterwards, just come back and give the tips to the homeless person on the street or something. That's really one of my goals in life. So I still enjoy playing, and it's awesome. Spending time with family obviously is really great. And knowing the fact that, you know, we're not bounded by anything, and really having, you know, life with no boundaries, you know, and just anytime if she needs me and call me, I could just come home and take care of her. And especially as expecting a baby in the next few weeks, you know, I want to make sure I'm there for everything that she does. When she first speaks, when she first walks, when she first, you know, plays her instrument for concert, everything she does, you know, having the freedom to be there. Because when I was growing up, when I was playing violin in orchestras, because my parents had to work all the time, they had to miss a lot of concerts. And, you know, and I didn't want to say anything at the time, but I told myself then I'll never do that to my kids. I want to make sure that I'm always there for my kids for every concert and everything they ever do. So it's very exciting to be able to have that freedom. My parents, they've been working so hard, supporting me and my brother for so long, and I know they gave up everything they had in Korea just for us to come here, even with the language barrier. So one of my biggest reasons for doing the business was to retire my parents. And after 2.5 years of hard work in ACN, we've been able to retire them last year, and they haven't worked a day ever since. And that's really what makes me so happy about the ACN opportunity. And that's what makes me realize that every work I ever had to put in to make ACN success happen for my family, everything I had to go through is worth it. And if I had to do it all over again, man, it's worth it 10 times.
Well, I think as a spouse, you know, it's really important to be supportive and believe in everything that they're doing, and just really, you know, back them up in every dream that they have so you guys can achieve it together.
ACN truly is the greatest opportunity there is. It takes a lot of work, you know, but it's a work that counts, and it's a work that you're gonna be paid forever. And, you know, the way I look at it is, it doesn't matter what we do, what job or what business, we're all gonna be working for the next 5, 10, 20 something years anyways, you know, but just by the fact that we're putting the work into our business and building a residual with customer base that's gonna pay off for the rest of our lives, you know, that's what really excites me in ACN. If it wasn't for ACN, none of that lifestyle we'd be able to enjoy right now.